Austin O'Connor giving this crowd something to cheer about. The program's first national champ since 1995. His 2021 title run, and O'Connor stays perfect here in 23. And look at this throw right out of the gate as we go to 165 from Joey Mazzara.
That's what happens when you push too hard. Joey Vegas threw a nice headlock, but Matty Singleton just got out of it. No points.
Mazzara, one of the seniors recognized earlier tonight. Brock talked about Las Vegas, Nevada. Bishop Gorman, 12-8 this year. Struggled somewhat in ACC competition, going 1-3 and a near miss right off the whistle by Mazzara.
I mean, you go in too hard, you got to watch your head.
When you look at NC State as a whole, as a team, certainly the stories at 65 and 74 have been key for them. Matty Singleton, like we have seen him do time and time again this year, able to get the early offense, but the emergence of this freshman from the state of Georgia, and then Alex Faison, who we'll see at 174, two guys who have really stepped up for Popolizio this season.
Popolizio, as a coach, he's not afraid to say whoever the best person is. I don't care if you are a top recruit in any year. If you are not performing, we want to put the best person in to help the team to score points in the postseason. So if it's a true freshman, great. If it's a blue chip freshman that's not performing, they'll put in someone that was a walk-on. Whomever performs is who's going to wrestle for NC State.
Singleton sticks a leg in, 1:41 approaching the halfway point of this first period. Matty Singleton, the freshman from Moreland, Georgia, with a 2-0 lead. Saw his 7-match winning streak snap last week to the hands of Holden Heller, 5-2.
Matty Singleton doing a good job of accumulating riding time and just keeping that toe in from any part of the body that stays on the inside of that circle. He's still in control.
Singleton made his 165-pound debut this year for North Carolina State down in the Big Easy in New Orleans. First match at that weight was to Austin Yant of Northern Iowa. Lots of experience with Yant, the Panthers, and Cedar Falls. Lost the Yant 5-2. But you just see him getting more and more comfortable as the season goes deeper and deeper.
Oh, sneakiness right there by the senior to get the reversal. 3-2. Matty Singleton's first takedown was just a snatch. He didn't have a penetration. He just snatched the right leg of Mazzara. Let's see if we see any action with time winding down in the first period. 20 seconds left. Mazzara has to pick his shots because Matty Singleton is very good at defending shots on his legs. So in this reversal, what happens is there's a little space. Soon as Matty Singleton was trying to bring Mazzara back to Matt, Joey Mazzara hit kind of a switch and got behind and got the reversal.
Is going to be given to Green. You get a couple of cautions. The third one will be a point for your opponent. So Joey Mazzara trying to get a quick start as we get ready to begin period 2. Second year at 165 for Mazzara. Got thrust into a upper weight situation upon arrival just because of some injuries in the Tar Heel lineup upon arriving on campus. Wrestled 184 actually for UNC at one time. He's taken over the starting spot this year at 65, really since the new year, since we flipped the calendar to 23. Trailing 4-2. 6-3 Wolfpack through the first 3 matches tonight. We started at 41.
Pretty important, pretty important portion of the match. It's 4-2. Matty Singleton has slight advantage with riding time. A takedown by either one changes the dynamic of the match. So if Joey Mazzara hits a takedown, it's 4-2, and perhaps riding time gets under a minute. And certainly if Matty Singleton gets the takedown, he opens it up 6-2, and riding time starts to build. So pretty important stretch with this last minute, 10 seconds left in the second period.
We had a talk with Pat Popolizio earlier this afternoon talking about the immediate future of Matty Singleton. This will be his final date that he can use. He wrestles one more time this year, meaning the postseason, which is coming up next. He would burn that red shirt label, and we asked Popolizio, what's the plan for Matty Singleton? And he said he's going to wrestle tonight, and the two of them will meet this weekend, and he will let Matty decide if he wants to redshirt or if he wants to continue and represent the Wolfpack in the ACC championships and eventually the NCAAs.
It's a lot of confidence you have in a freshman, a true freshman, say you make the call. Oh, low shot there. He's got to finish quick with good hits there by Singleton. And he goes right in for a shot. So he's got to keep his hips there to the mat. When I say his hips, Mazzara's got to keep his hips covering the head of Singleton. And you're hearing the encouragement from UNC say, you got to keep it going, Joe. You got to keep it going.
Ear to ear, the two wrestlers smack dab in the center, 18 seconds. Second period, pace has slowed down just a little bit here in this second. Singleton behind his ride in the first period, over a minute of riding time. One last swoop of the hand there. Mazzara trying to find the backside ankle, and a 2-point lead through 2 for Matty Singleton.
Interesting. Mazzara took neutral. He didn't want to go underneath the freshman. You heard NC State. They said a takedown puts this match away. They're telling Matty Singleton, if you get this takedown, it becomes a 4-point lead, and then you also have riding time. Really impressed with the hips of Singleton, and he really gets them back and gets them down.
Trying to get to an underhook. Singleton counters with one of his own. Trying to circle his way back toward the center of the mat. Singleton not letting him get there.
I'm liking the composure that I'm seeing from Singleton. He's doing just enough. He's not exposing himself too much for the offense of Mazzara, but yet he's doing enough to show that he's offensive. For the headlock again. You saw it? He went right for the headlock again. You see him shake his head on the mat, say, that wasn't the time to go for it. And Matty Singleton just slipped the headlock.
Singleton in a position where he's really comfortable now. Very good rider. He had a lot of success in the first period off his initial takedown and accumulating the riding time, a 4-point lead. He has Mazzara completely broken down underneath. Play again. Matty Singleton certainly in a position to ride this one home for North Carolina State. It is going to be an interesting conversation this weekend with the Wolfpack coaches and their talented freshman from Moreland, Georgia, Matty Singleton. NC State fans falling in love with him real quickly this year. He has produced. And his inaugural run, a win for NC State. UNC able to get on the board, and they have turned to their big guy. Yeah, he's been flinging those arrows all season long, and they have been hitting the bullseye. Austin O'Connor, a victory for the Guardians.